today I'm going to discuss the examples and types of the lipids. The most important example of the lipid is triacylglycerols. They are present abundantly in the family of lipids. More importantly, they exist in the solid states in the room temperature. अब हम बात करते हैं इसके टाइप्स की कि कितने तरह के ट्राईअसाइलग्लिसराइड्स होते हैं, यानी कि TAC. There are two types of triacylglycerides. One is simple and another one is complexed or mixed triacylglycerides. Simple glycerides are those which comprises only a single type of R group. Means all the alkyl groups present in the side chain of the glycerol is of same type. On the other hand, mixed triacylglycerides comprises of different types of R groups, as I show you in my document. Yes, here I am showing you the triacylglyceride example. This is the basic structure of glycerol. CH2, CH, CH2, OH, OH and OH. This is the simple glycerol. When we add to it carboxylic acid, this is the reaction of esterification, then it will leads to the removal of water and it will bind over here to form the monoacyl glycerol. Right? What? Monoacyl glycerol, because only a single carboxylic acid, or we can say fatty acid, is added over here. When again we add the another fatty acid at the second position, then it will lead to the formation of diacylglycerols, because here two hydroxyl groups are replaced by the two fatty acid chains. This is the fatty acids, long hydrocarbon chain and terminal carboxyl group, right? But if we add 3 molecules of the fatty acid chain to the glycerol molecule, then it will lead to the formation of triacylglycerol, because here 3 hydroxyl groups are replaced by the fatty acid chain. These hydroxyl groups are now replaced by the fatty acid chain with the removal of water molecule, like this, with the removal of water molecule. Now the another type of triacylglycerides or lipids includes phosphoglycerides. What? Phosphoglycerides. Nothing, it is just a triacylglycerides in which one of the hydrocarbon chain is replaced with this polar phosphor group. See, here this is the phosphoric acid component. What? This is the phosphoric acid component, in which this group is known as polar head group. Polar head group. Like, see, this is the structure of parent compound of phosphoglycerides, in which one of the hydroxyl group, one of the fatty acid chain is replaced by the phosphoric acid, phosphatidic acid. This is the example. With the removal of water, here what happens is water is removed in this reaction. Now these are the different phosphoglycerols in which this hydrogen of the phosphoric acid is removed by the polar head group. This is our polar head group. If here H is removed by the ethanol amine, this is the ethanol amine molecule. This is the molecule of ethanol amine. Phosphoric acid OH, and this H is removed, and here ethanol amine is added to become the phosphatidyl ethanol choline. Now another example is phosphatidyl ethanol choline, in which at the polar head group this choline group has been added at the polar head group. Similarly, there is another example of phosphatidyl glycerol, in which this is our phosphatidyl glyceride, and when on its polar head group another glycerol is added, then it will become the phosphatidyl glycerol. Another example is cardiolipin or diphosphatidyl glycerol. Here what has happened is the OH of the first and third group is replaced by the first and third OH of the glycerol to become this diphosphatidyl glycerol. Then now, why diphosphatidyl glyceride? Why diphosphatidyl? Because at this first position and at its third position, this OH group is replaced by the phosphoric acid, has been replaced by the phosphoric acid. Now, sphingolipids are the third type of triacylglycerides, or you can say lipids. First, you have studied the triacylglycerides. The second class you studied is phosphoglycerides. And this is the third class of the lipids which you are going to study is sphingolipids. This is the important membrane component in the plant and animal cell. Specifically, they are present in the brain and nerve tissue. Now, what are the three building block components includes? First of all, one molecule of fatty acid. What is fatty acid? Long hydrocarbon chain with its terminal position of carboxylic acid. Second component is sphingosine. I will show you the structure of sphingosine on the next page. Then a polar head group. Now, what is sphingosine? Sphingosine is 18 carbon molecule. At its second position there is an amino group present, and at its 13 position hydroxyl group present, yani ki OH group is present, and 4 unsaturations means 4 double bond existed. Alright. Now here I am showing you the formation, that how the sphingolipids being formed. See, first of all, the first component is sphingosine. This is the 18 carbon long chain molecule, and at its first and third position there is hydroxyl group present, and at its second position there is amino group present, and at its fourth and between the fourth and fifth carbon there is a unsaturation present. And this is the structure of dry hydrosphingosine, in which this is the same molecule as that of the sphingosine. The difference between this molecule and this molecule, see over here, that here double bond is present, but in this molecule, that is in dihydrosphingosine, no double bond is there. Now here happens to the formation of ceramide when sphingosine and dihydrosphingosine joins, or see this is the long chain of hydrocarbon, and at its third position there will be COH and NH. Between the reaction takes place, and with the removal of water molecule a bond is formed to leads to the formation of ceramide. This is the, I am showing you the structure, overall structure of the ceramide like this. So ceramide is formed between the sphingosine and long fatty acid chain. Now here is the example of sphingolipid is sphingomycin, which is present in the nerve and brain cells, brain tissues, in which this sphingomycin is present. Now what it contains? Oleic acid, sphingosine and phosphorylcholine. Now see here, this is the phosphorylcholine, phosphatidylcholine, and this is the molecule of sphingosine which is collide with the oleic acid. This is the 18 carbon oleic acid, one unsaturation present between the 9th and 10th carbon. That is why here we mentioned over delta 9.